Well, a good Thursday morning to you guys. You got Bruce, aka the Weathered Soul, on the morning drive. How you guys doing? We got a little overcast here this morning here in sunny California because it's not sunny today. But how you guys doing? Man, what a stinky Weathered Soul podcast I had last night. I tell you, I was delaying the show because I let Dougie have the week off. And he's got family in town, and I had forgotten how, not hard it is, but how much I rely on my co-host to fill in the gaps, because when I got on the podcast last night, not only was I totally unprepared to do my own thing, like I do here on the morning drive, I just didn't have it. I could feel it. And sometimes, when you do that, you just kind of go like, why did I even post this podcast? But it's there. If you guys want to watch it, it's on the YouTube channel. Go ahead and click it. It's only about 30 minutes long, and I kind of rambled about a couple things that happened this weekend. But wow, I can't wait till Dougie's back, and I don't think I'll ever give him another day off in my life. But that's just the way things are. Man, things are happening with Plexus. Things are happening with my life. Things are happening with people that I've been helping and decided to take their wellness journey. Things are happening all over the place. And June is going to be a huge month for us because we totally revamped our compensation plan. It's the first step of making everything kind of more friendly with, number one, with the ambassadors like me, and also with the customers like you, and that's coming in September. And, I get on that website, and let me tell you, the websites are websites, and sometimes they run clunky, and sometimes they just don't have the correct or immediate information for you. The beauty about Plexus is that we have a community around us, a team that you join when you're with Plexus, and that doesn't matter just whether you're an ambassador. You get the same benefits whether you're a customer or whether you're a preferred customer or a VIP. You get the same attention from everybody right on down the line, from myself all the way up into my upper lines, and even some of my lower lines will come in and help out every once in a while, because as they take their supplements and get familiar with the product, they want to share too. So the great thing about sharing with Plexus is that you're sharing good information. You're also sharing your triumphs, and you're sharing your failures. And I kind of was sharing yesterday a little failure that happened, in our household, and I alluded to a lot of things. But what I really wanted to say yesterday, and I think I said it pretty well, is that it takes a community sometimes to get over humps, and sometimes you get into a system or a program where you think that the only thing that you have to do is what they say. Well, that really isn't true, because if you take bits and pieces out of all the advice and all the triumphs and all the failures that you hear, you know exactly what to do. And when you don't know what to do, you can ask, and then they pretty much tell you what you have to do. And sometimes what you have to do is a cold slap in the face, because you're going like, hey, I've been doing this for years, and let me tell you, some things that you've been doing for years and years and years, and habits are hard to break. They really are. And when you've abused your body for years and years, or done a certain thing for years and years, to stop that, just like smoking, just like all kinds of other bad things that you do for your body, stopping those are hard to do. Just because you take a pill, just because you take a supplement or a probiotic, doesn't mean that this is a magic pill that goes ahead and just, and eliminates everything. There's also other things that are issues here, It's just like, I take Slim Hunger Control, I've got my pink drink today, and I love taking it every day. The thing is that I don't take it for hunger control. I take it for the other qualities that it has, the prebiotic, and it has the sugar control, balances out my sugar. I don't need it for hunger control. But my diet sucks. I eat, but we've eaten for the last, me and my wife, for the last 30 years since we've been married. So, We didn't get any bad news. I mean, we got some news, but I mean, we have to change our diets a little bit. We have to change kind of the habits that we have. And that's not a bad thing. It's really actually a good thing. But the problem is that some people get into this mentality. Let's say you're in Weight Watchers, or you're just in Plexus, or you're in weightlifting, or whatever your passion is right now. You get into that and you think that that's the only thing you have to do, but there's all kinds of other things. And just because you're taking a pill doesn't mean that you just, that you can forget, that you don't have to eat right, or you don't have to exercise, or you don't have to do this, or you don't have to do that. You think that this pill is going to take care of all things. They got this stupid commercial on TV with liposine that says, you just take this pill and the pounds just melt off, and believe me, for an instant it probably will, but in the long run you're going to hit a plateau, and it's not going to work, and all you're doing is just taking the pill. Okay, and whether liposine works, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't try the product. I don't try some of the other diet pills that they have on there. But I just don't believe in a pill that just goes ahead and just melts fat off your body or fixes your body or anything else. It's up here too. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing that you have to deal with. It's a habitual thing that you have to get out of. Yes, this hunger control, this HC, the Slim HC, will control your hunger. I do feel fuller. I do eat less of my meals, but do I eat the right meals? That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you've got to retrain yourself. Sometimes you need to retrain yourself in other ways that Plexus or a pill can't give you. And that's what I was trying to allude to yesterday. So what I'm trying to do real hard with me and my wife right now is that we're trying to change our diets a little bit, not drastic change. We don't have to, eat mashed potatoes and freaking chicken broth, stuff like that. We can still enjoy our food, but the thing is that we have to be more careful with what's in our food. What's the processed stuff that's in our food? Why don't we get rid of some of the sugars? Why don't we get rid of some of the breads and things like that? I know I'm going long today, but I really want to go long here, because the thing is that it's important information that everybody needs to know. Because habits are habits. So, like I said, sometimes you need to cut those things out. The first thing that happens when you go into any kind of physical training or anything like that is they ask you, what is your diet? You're not going to be able to gain muscle mass unless you eat the right foods. You're not going to be able to lose weight unless you eliminate some of the types of foods that you eat. Well, the best thing you can do right now, the first thing you can do when you start like a probiotic or Plexus or any product like that, is just get rid of the processed food. If you can get yourself out of a can or a box, quit eating that and start cooking yourself, you're doing yourself a great, huge favor. You're doing your body a favor. And once you start pulling out that processed food, that hamburger helper, that canned stuff that's got all kinds of sodium in it, and all those things that are pre-made for you that make our lives easier. Of course they do. They make our life easier, but the bad part is that it affects our bodies. But the sooner you get out of that, the sooner you start seeing all those metabolic things and stuff go away in your body, and then your probiotics and everything can take really control over your body and really make some big differences. The second thing you can do is you can pull out the breads, the carbohydrates, and the sugars. And everybody loves sugar. That's why I do this, because I can go past my boss's chocolate dish now every day. I still have my chocolate. I still have a couple of pieces of chocolate a week, but I don't have a piece of chocolate every day. I used to have like 7 pieces of chocolate a day. Go by there every time and pick up a chocolate, unwrap it, and pop it in my mouth, and never thought about it. Well, one of the things that happened here was this, and believe me, it changed my brain. And that's the big caveat with Plexus, is that number one, you have the pills with you to take that change you from the inside out. It's not going to melt off pounds from you doing nothing. It's not going to do miracle things right out of the blue, other than it's going to change the way that your gut flora is. You're going to take that weedy garden out, you're going to put that good garden back in. But the big caveat is that you get to join a community of people that care about you. Sure, we want to sell things. We want you to be healthy. We want you to try new product and stuff like that. And not every product is going to work for you. That's a fact. Just like any product, But the thing is that we have a community. We always have a community, and that community is there to help you out. And I hope this phone call coming in is not inhibiting the video at all. But the fact of the matter is that, hey, we have a community, we have the motivation, we have the people to push you forward, we have the people to push you back. Okay, and that's a good thing, because you need both of those things. You need motivation, and you need people to go like, stop, this is not good, you don't want to do this. But you also have Plexus itself, and you also have me, aka the Weathered Soul, on a Thursday, telling you like it is. And I went a little long today. I meant to go a little long today, and I just want to let you guys know. Thank you guys for listening, and you will hear from me again tomorrow. So you guys have a great day. Bye.